Hi everybody. Alright, so I did this video once already with the GoPro, but my GoPro quit. We're down over here at 401 Storage in Warwick off of Post Road. Actually, storage units are over there. And they're getting ready to expand them units over to here. So now that the weather's breaking, I've been down here getting equipment ready to go. Freddie and Freddie's over there working. He's down in the box truck. I can see a lot of equipment. What we're working on today, we got this Bobcat skid steer right here. So I'll show you what we're doing. Right, we had to get it up off the ground. I can explain it better over here. Say hi to Freddie.
Hey.
All right. So this side's apart. We got the track off. We had to use a little machine to pull it off. I missed that. All right, so how the suspension works, there's a bunch of leaf springs. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 8 to each side. Now you got an inner over here and an outer. I'll show you what those look like. Right here. All right, here's a broken one. As you can see, it's missing a leaf. It's got 3 bolts. See them 3 bolt holes there? Well, that's where they bolt. Then you got these big rollers that are bolted on each side through the leaf springs. All right? There's 4 of these rollers on each side. And what that does is, as the machine's going over the terrain, like this, the leaf springs are your suspension for the rollers that ride on the track. All right, the reason why we got this whole thing apart is, one, there's a few broken springs like that we're going to replace. And a couple of these roller bearings. If you look at this one's real bad. So that's shot. This one on its way out. So we're going to get a new one for that. But here's what a brand new one looks like. We'll put new rollers in it. And we're going to replace the broken spring. There's only one. Now, last year I replaced a couple broken springs already. So most of them are new already. We don't have to touch anything on the inside, thank God, because there's no room to get in there. Well, there's room, but it's a pain in the ass. So basically, that's what we're doing. If you're curious how the suspension works on one of these Bobcat, it's a T770. There you go. You got your leaf springs and rollers, and the leaf springs control the rollers going over the terrain, obviously, with the track. All right, hopefully I'll have the GoPro back up and running tomorrow when we do this side, because we got a few broken springs and we got a noisy roller on this side. Here's one other thing. Getting the track off. All right, over here in the front, right here, front of the machine, you got this big roller right here, okay? Then you got this big spring. It kind of locks into these pins here. There's dowel pins that this locks into. And there's a grease fitting on this end. And as you fill this tube up with grease, it expands everything. And it pushes that track, this roller, pushes out against that track there. And that's how you get your adjustment. So all that's working fine. This is all good. We're getting ready to put the new roller in the back and work our way forward. Because you cannot... You have to basically start at the front and take the springs out as you go. You cannot just loosen one spring and drop them because they overlap each other. It's a real pain in the ass. So there's a tech tip. If you're going to change these springs, you can't just start at the back or in the middle and drop it down. You have to loosen the one next to it, pull it aside, and they drop down through. As you can see, there's not a lot of clearance in there, but there you go. We're going to keep at it and start putting this thing back together. Unfortunately, this track got a big gouge in it. I would not put this back on, but that's not up to me. That's up to my G-Daddy, my brother-in-law, Rick. All right, we're cleaning it all up now. We're going to start putting this side back together all the way to the front. We're going to just leave the last roller out and the last spring. And once we get them parts, we'll put the whole thing back together. All right, guys, we'll see you in a few.